7:03. We'll open the town meeting. Will begin on August the 10th, 2026. Bob, if you'll do a roll call, please.
Yes, present is Jerry Nelson, physically present. Neil Beaver, physically present. Robert M. Ferguson Jr., physically present. Also present is Peggy Myers, Tony Janeway, Steve Hicks, Christina Lynn, Connor Hinman's with us, and we got 4 citizens.
Thank you. First thing we have is to announce the resignation of Jeremy Fisher, our board member. I'd like to make a motion to accept Mr. Fisher's resignation.
I'll second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Vote to accept. You have to do a poll for us or not? Okay, I'm going to call a little recess here for the town of Roann regular meeting at 7:04. Open a public meeting for the town of Roann 2027 budget at 7:04.
Thank you. This is the public hearing for the budget for 2027. And everything is pretty much as it was last year. The only exceptions are I have been, over the last 3 years, had all of our had all the money go right into the general. This year I've split it up, and it's going into the general, and it's also going into MVH, motor vehicles. The reason I did that was because of not getting as much money possibly next year as we normally get in the motor vehicles. What's happened is the gas tax has been suspended for the last, has been suspended 3 times. And now it's suspended up till September the 5th, which is 60 cents a gallon. Right now, they're pulling money out of a reserve that the state has, and that reserve is only $5 billion. So it's being spread out all over the state. Hopefully, shouldn't say that. Sooner or later, they'll put the gas tax back on, and then they'll stop moving money out of the reserve. It's problematic because the money that we get from gas tax is the money that we use for streets and for roads. And if we don't get that money, then that's a lot of money that normally goes into the motor vehicles fund. So I did fix that so that this year we'll have a tax base that will also go into that. Overall, I think I reduced the general fund by $17,000. I increased roads and streets by $3,000. I increased MVH by $8,800. There's a project that is in the works right now for 2027, and so I had to make sure that there was plenty of money in both of those areas, in roads and streets and in MVH. The CUME capital improvement stays the same as it has. I did an increase in seed it by $10,000. I kept public safety the same as it is this year. I kept parks the same as it is this year. And that pretty much sums it up. Does anybody have any questions about the budget for 2027? I'm happy to answer any questions. If no one has any questions, we're going to close the public hearing of budgets for 2027. Do you have a time on that, Jerry?
7:09.
Thank you.
Okay, we'll reconvene our regular town board meeting at 7:09. Need to make a motion to approve the minutes from the last meeting. Did you find anything?
Nope, I'll make a motion to accept the minutes from last meeting.
I'll second the motion. All in favor?
Aye.
Need to make a motion to accept the minutes from the executive meeting.
Nope, I'll make a motion to accept the minutes from the executive meeting.
I second it. All in favor?
Aye.
Next thing on the agenda, park, Christina.
So as everyone should know by now, we had the community build, July 24th, 25th, and 26th, or something like that. 23rd, 24th, and 25th. It went amazingly well. I had made a list of people to thank, and I forgot that list. But we just had people turn up and just do great jobs in helping. I know Neil was there 2 days. We had the churches making lunch. We had a youth group from Bachelor Creek that was just amazing. Just a lot of great help. And we appreciate that so, so much. So all of the equipment is built and in and ready to go. Unfortunately, we're not playing on it yet because we've got to get the ground cover in, which is going to be turf. And there's been some delay in that. The company has had some delay due to some supply chain issues. So they're hoping to start next Monday, a week from today. It will take 8 to 10 days to complete it, depending on weather. There was an issue with the, a layer that's got to go in, and so we're getting a more expensive layer for the same price. So that's good. So hopefully they'll start next Monday, and in a couple of weeks the turf will be in, which will allow us to open the playground for play. It would be great if we could have that done by festival, so fingers crossed. If it takes a couple of weeks, we may be right there. And we'll also have to double check. I don't think there's any waiting period after it's installed, but we will double check that. As I drove home today, I saw that they've started on the bases for the lights, for the light poles. I know they had been waiting on Jones to get here and pull the wires through, so that was finally done. So I think all of the bases that run north and south are in, the way it looked to me, and then the bases that run east and west still need to be done, and I imagine that'll be done in the next couple of days. So we're making progress on that. We'll then need to get the light poles installed, and it would be hopefully get that done fairly quickly to get those up. All our picnic tables are in, all our benches are in. We are good to go as long as we get the turf in. There's snow fencing around the playground right now. I did notice it's down on the side facing Pike Street. So we need to get that back up. Once we take that down, when the playground is open, we're gonna move some of that snow fencing to around the retaining pond, just to have some barrier up until we can get actual fencing in there around the retaining pond. We have another park committee meeting on August 20th, and we are working on a dedication of the park or ribbon cutting or whatever you want to call it. And that is currently planned for September 26th in the afternoon. Of course, we wanted the playground to be done, right? We don't want to open the park without the playground being done. We didn't want to have it at the same time as festival or over Labor Day weekend, right? So we are trying to pick a good time. And then Bob did reach out to Judy because she wants to be here. We want her to be here, obviously. And there was a little bit of a conflict. So that's how we landed on September 26th. We plan to invite everyone who's donated. We plan to invite everyone who's done any work for the park. And certainly all of the citizens will get invitations out to certain people. We'll get flyers up for more general invitation. We're looking at maybe having food trucks there. Certainly we're not trying to fundraise. That's not our goal that day. It's just to open the park officially and thank everyone. That's about all I got. Unless anybody has any questions, I'll be happy to answer them.
What time did you say the park meeting is?
It is at 5 o'clock on the 20th? 5:30?
5:30.
5:30 on the 20th. Uh-huh.
Is that gonna be up at the park?
Our meeting? Yes, they've been up at the park ever since
Okay.
we've had it open. I was going to say weather permitting, but we're underneath the pavilion, so yes.
Okay, well, the reason I asked is, I was gonna have a Chevy truck leave up there, but,
There's plenty of
There's
space.
plenty of space.
No, there's plenty of
You guys go to
space.
one pavilion, we'll go to another.
Absolutely.
I knew there's lots of table, but I didn't want.
And we're very quiet, so,
Okay.
yeah, don't change your plans.
No.
Use the park. That's what it's there for.
Anything else?
Nope, not unless there's questions.
Generator.
Right now, the electrical guy is to install it, got everything scheduled for the 17th to have the generator at the wells hooked up.
Okay.
He's scheduled with Duke. He was supposed to be here this last week, but he decided to cut a finger off, so.
So you did that.
So as of right now, the generator is going to be the 17th.
So he's a little short-handed right now.
Yep.
Okay, that's it. Thanks, Tony.
So I haven't heard anything about the other one.
Pardon?
The other
I haven't
one.
heard
The other
anything
one?
about
Okay.
the bigger one yet.
Okay, next on the agenda, annexations.
So we had a very brief conversation after the last meeting about what we're looking to annex, and I really need to know that definitively to start this process. So it is a lengthy process. We do have to have public hearings. I think we're going to have 3 public hearings. There's situations where you have to have more. There are situations where you have to have, it's either 5 or 6, but I think depending on what you tell me about what we're annexing, I think we can get by with 3. We've got to give notice to the property owners of those public hearings. If we're only annexing property we own, that's pretty simple, but we do have to give notice to the county and to the township. And so we've got to have those hearings before we can introduce an annexation ordinance. So again, it's kind of a lengthy process. I'm working on all of the requirements for that. We don't do annexations often. In fact, we haven't done one since I've been town attorney. So I'm looking through that process to make sure that we follow all of that closely. So we need to decide what we're annexing. If we're just doing that area for the park right now, are we doing anything else? And again, if we're doing just property that the town owns, it should be
Yep.
a little faster and a little easier.
Okay. Okay, thank you.
And if there's questions, I'd be happy to answer those.
Okay.
Do you have any questions?
No.
Okay, any new business, Tony?
We've got a fall conference coming up October 14th and 15th, that me and Damon normally attend up in Fort Wayne for our continuing education.
Okay.
Looking, it's $280 a person, plus mileage, parking garage for one vehicle and meals.
You guys aren't staying there for the night then?
We'll drive back. Well, we've always done it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You take the town truck, right?
No, we take my truck, because town truck won't fit in the parking garage.
Oh.
There's no way.
Too
Park
tall.
on the street. Okay.
Normally, we take my truck.
So the 280 is just like the registration to get in?
Yeah.
Right. Plus meals.
Yeah. I'll make a motion to approve the 280 plus mileage, plus parking, plus meals for each person.
Okay, I second it. All in favor?
Aye.
Approved. Anything else, Tony?
I got a couple of things. It's time for the water tower maintenance. We do it every 3 years. The company is Midco, they're out of Wisconsin, I believe. They come in and they'll dive it, they'll clean it, they inspect it, and all that. Finish out my reports and what have you, but the cost has went up. Last time they done it 3 years ago, it was around $3,500. This year it's $5,421. And it could be either this year or next year, so I was gonna ask Bob, which was easier for him.
And it just comes out of water.
It's gonna come out of water. And actually, it's, when it comes to water and sewage, they're not budgeted anyway. So, but we need money because of the generators. I will look at that and,
I just put it on the agenda for next meeting. Is that what you're thinking, or?
could we do that?
Every September.
But you could get me the fund
I
report.
believe the quote that he gave me was on August 7th.
Is it for 30 days?
I think it's for 30 days.
Just a second. I'll have an answer for you in just a second.
I'm not seeing it on here, but I know it was on the email. I'm pretty sure it's only good for 30 days.
What's the price on the generator? I haven't seen
I
anything on
don't
that.
remember off the top of my head. I didn't bring that with me. Normally, these guys show up in like October.
Go ahead.
No, they're here for what, 2 days usually?
No, normally they're in and out in a day.
In the day.
So 5,000,
$5,421.
I'll make a motion to approve the water tower maintenance at $5,421.
I'll second it. All in favor?
Aye.
Tony, go ahead and reach in it.
The only other thing I got is out in Weedville Edition, we own 3 streetlights. One streetlight's been out for a little while and stuff, and I've reached out to a contractor about getting me a price, and I never got one. So me and Damon took our new employee out there to see if we could reach it, and we can. So I got a call, I went to Kendall and got a price on an LED streetlight, because I guess these streetlights that we have are the old ballast type that are no longer available. Anyways, it is $250 for a streetlight. The guy at Kendall told me that they have rebates on them for changing over from the old style to the LEDs. We have 3 streetlights out there. Do we want to replace all 3 of them, or do we want to do it one at a time?
What's the rebate?
He said he didn't know for sure. He thought it was $100 a light, but he couldn't guarantee that until he filled out all the paperwork.
and it was $200 a light?
$250.
Okay,
So it's $750, and we would do all the work. He said he
Get
couldn't.
it done.
He didn't know about the rebate until he filled out the paperwork and stuff, and the guy at Kendall said that he would do all the paperwork.
the money comes out of MVH, so yeah.
Okay, so I'll make a motion to approve the $250 for the 3 streetlights.
$250 each.
$250 each, sorry, for 3 of them.
Okay,
I'll second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
that's all I got.
Find out what that rebate is. Okay, Steve.
The big thing is this email I sent to everybody regarding the houses. The Church Street house that we have the open issue on, I mean, that's still an open issue, but the way I re-looked at everything, it looks like 30 days, that company will take possession of the house. And then she's required to keep it mowed and trimmed, and the backyard is cleaned up now. I checked it before the meeting last week. So I think we should be okay with that. Benton Street address, they're still working on that one, and it has the unsafe premise, pretty much demolish it, but he can take that to court and try to get that stopped too. That one still has the order on it also, only for the fact this case that company will back out. I don't want to start the process back over. And then the county has 2, maybe 3 more houses they've been working on that they're probably going to turn the unsafe premise on also. Griffith's house, she didn't get to it today. They were swamped on Mondays, but my wife and Brian's trying to get some information on the sheriff's sale for that. It's not a tax sale, it's a sheriff's sale. So if somebody gets it, they have to actually pay the amount that's owed to the county, which is $57,000. So, Jerry.
I'm sorry.
But anyway, as soon as I get more information, I'll email everybody, let you know about that one too. Only other issues there, I do have some houses from cars I got complaints on. The weather's not going to cooperate on the days I work. So that will be addressed. And I got one complaint tonight about a house that has 11 or 12, 15 cats in it. And they're letting it outside to use the neighbor's yard as their litter box. So that's going to be addressed too.
Cars and cats.
Yeah, cars and cats. And yes, there was a dead deer I took care of. So I got a picture of that if you want to see it.
They drug it to church.
Only other thing I have is honestly, I've been watching the camera we got up at the park. I've not seen anybody go onto the playground equipment. I've seen a couple faces looking at the camera, usually people we know. Vegas husband is one of them. But besides that, everybody's been staying off of it. And the neighbors that's talked to me said they have not seen anybody on either. So the other thing is that in the future, if you decide to get different cameras, I do recommend the ones that we put on the covered bridge. Those things are amazing at picking things up. I mean, you won't believe how many people I've on that bridge every day. And they're just great. I can actually live into them and turn the camera need to. It has audio, has a siren on it. I wanted to make you jump. So, but besides that, I do need to take the title and get service. Don't mind, I'll make that appointment. I'll probably have to rotate the tires on it and check the brakes. So I don't think there's anything else going on really. So, speeders have kind of picked up some, so I'm not sure why it's doing that, but I've been getting several speeders. So.
While we're talking about that, 130 North Church Street was on my list as well. And so Steve and I can talk about this, but I don't see much need in, I mean, we're not going to dismiss our lawsuit, but I don't see much need in doing anything until we see what happens through the county. I mean, if it's got to be demolished and they've got to clean it up, it's going to solve our problem. And right now, I guess our problem is solved for the moment.
Yeah, this company specializes in that type of homes. They either go in and gut it, or they tear it down completely.
Yeah.
Either way, they want that lot. So, which a lot of people in the town have asked me about that lot, and so I don't know anything about it.
So, yeah, I'll continue to monitor the lawsuit and we'll do whatever, but
And
as long as that's in the process, I don't see much need for us to do
no,
anything.
and Brian and Jennifer at the plan office is going to hear if anything takes place where that's not going to go through. And Brian said he'll let me know and Christina know if that happens too. So, and it's supposed to happen. I'll get a date again and let you know. Brian had the date on when that is supposed to transfer hands. I can't remember what that date is. So, but besides that, the other houses, I get information on them. I'll let you guys. But right now, there's no use to saying which houses because they're still in the process. So, besides that, I don't have anything else.
I have a question. If we did purchase another camera, would it go on that yearly plan that we already have?
Nope, that's different. Oh, wait a minute. No, I think I gotta have a different hat for it, but I think I get it the same thing. It would just be a different amount. I can ask them.
Yeah, because right now it's $96 for any extra over the one, and we have 3.
No, that's a different, the defend cameras, what you call them, that is a different price. It's the price you put in the email. It's an extra $100 and some a year.
Okay.
So, and that's per camera on that side because of the type of cameras they are, but they're solely for protection, not hunting deer.
Okay.
So,
All right.
anything else?
Nope. Thank you, sir.
Yep.
Christine?
So I think the only other thing I had is with regard to our railroad property. So as everyone knows, the town now owns what was the railroad property. The Community Heritage Group now owns what was the co-op property, which in essence surrounds the railroad property. Jennifer approached me about plans for that property. Obviously, I think it's been stated the group would like to give it to the town. And then I think there's a desire to develop that as green space park, not park, playground park, but so I think we need to decide, A, does the town want to accept the property? B, do we want to have a survey done to know exactly what's what? And C, do we want to do anything with that property in terms of adjacent landowners, adjacent property owners, allowing them or offering them the opportunity to square up their property? There's several people who have some really odd shaped lots because of the angle at which the railroad and co-op property went through. So that doesn't have to be decided tonight, food for thought, and I'll do whatever you would like me to do to move forward with that or to not, just for your consideration as to what you would do with that.
And I think, well, we have a board meeting for our states Thursday. We can bring it up to the board members. How they feel giving it right away, whatever. And then we'll talk to that.
Okay.
Thank you. Robert?
The only thing I have is a must meeting. It's an acronym for Municipal Unit Strategic Task Force. Is scheduled. It is not scheduled yet. It's supposed to happen sometime at the end of August. Would like to get one or both of you involved in that when we have the meeting with the county. What this is, it's about the new lit. So the local income tax, and it's going to be important for our town to make sure that we are in all of those discussions about the new lit. I know that it's going to be a non-binding, there'll be a non-binding hearing, which sometimes is a waste of time, but at least we are talking. And so I will let you know as soon as.
It's gonna be something like a grow again, or where is this gonna be at?
It'll probably, I would imagine that she's going to want it at the courthouse.
Okay.
And it's, we're just kind of waiting to find out what Shelley wants to do. So it'll be Shelley Bacco that will call it, and then we'll have at least one commissioner, if not all commissioners, we're hoping. And then they've asked for at least no less than one council member. But if we can get all council members there, it just gives us a better showing. And then, of course, this myself. So that's all I have. As soon as I know something, I will let you guys know, and then we can go from there. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. Okay, anybody have anything out there? Jennifer?
Jennifer Draper, just a couple of things real quick. I love the community build. Playground equipment is great, but the community build was awesome. Just working along the side of each other. and learning different skills. And then I want to give a public thank you to Tony and his group for cleaning up the bunches and bunches of branches on Church Street and the tree top. So really appreciate all his help there, so we didn't have to do that.
Thank you.
You grabbed one of my branches too. Appreciate that.
Anybody got anything else? Not, meeting is adjourned at 7:34.
About it on the floor.